It's pretty rare for an author to release 3 books at one time, much less write 3 books at one time. The experience of living, being, and knowing has been a truly organic one, a true sense of what creation must be like from the time that all creation was created to the most pure and natural of creations that we each endeavor upon when we allow ourselves the grace of that space and that time, that authenticity and that truthfulness within our own lives. As I embarked into an experience many years ago, all I knew was that it needed to be an experience where I was fully present to everything that was happening, everything that I was feeling, what was going on in front of me. I had this thought at that moment of what would happen if we actually fully faced the experiences that come into our lives, not just get through them, not just try to survive them, not just try to get past them, but literally we're so present to them that we experienced and felt every nuance, every feeling, every emotion, every thought to its deepest nth degree. And so that was the devotional commitment that I chose to endeavor upon. And it was a particularly difficult and traumatic and painful experience that I chose to do this with. But I figured, of any of the experiences, that would be the kind of experience to allow this to fully take me into my deepest depths, my darkest depths, to allow me access to my highest light and what I could cultivate as my highest vibration, frequency, and expression, to allow the broadest bandwidth of feeling so that I was able to feel any and every emotion to completion, to allow that absorption completely within my experience. And so as I began that experience, there was no intention of writing books. The intention truly was to just stay present, to be fully present to every moment that I faced and allow myself to feel every moment. And it is through that feeling that I tapped into these multidimensional layers, because all of a sudden I became quite cognizant of not just one feeling, but a multi-layering of feelings that were taking place. And I realized that multi-layering of feeling and experience meant that there was a multi-layering of myself. And again, there was no thought to write books. There was no agenda to do something with this experience. I actually was in a place where I didn't really desire to inspire anyone. I just knew that what was in my life was something that I had somehow created in my reality. And it must have to do with subconscious thought. It must have to do with what was deeply buried within me. And yet it also must have to do with the divine plan. There had to be a reason that I found my place in this particular moment at this particular time. And there had to be a reason that this experience felt so familiar. It was different in the past, not as intense, but I found myself repeating a cycle. And I am here to discover patterns, rhythms, and cycles and how life works. I think that's what I've always been looking to understand about the world. And this experience gave me that. Till next time, I am Simran. In love, of love, with love, and as love. Be well.